It's race day here in Italy once again. Monza, home to so many records. The smallest winning margin, for example. Do you remember in 1971, Peter Gethin beat Ronnie Peterson to the line by 1/100th of a second. There were 40 overtakes for the lead alone in 1965, and Kimi Räikkönen clocked a record top speed of 230 miles per hour here, just over a decade ago. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's race. Sebastian Vettel will start on pole. Fantastic qualifying from the multiple world champion, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Bottas, Leclerc, Red and Gasly, Räikkönen, Verstappen, Weber and Kevin Magnussen, Butler, Perez, Lando Norris and Russell, Sainz, Grosjean, Daniel Ricciardo and Lance Stroll, Hülkenberg and Alexander Albon picks up the last spot on the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
This is our engine supplier's home Grand Prix. Let's give them a race worth watching.
Not gonna lie, I kind of forgot about that one. But hey everybody, welcome to the Italian Grand Prix. We are starting P5 today for this race in Italy. It is a one-stop strategy, starting on those softs, going to mediums. Should be pretty easy there. Gonna throw some extra fuel on board so we have some rich mix to use, even though it's gonna get us a little bit slower at the start. I feel like the ability to turn up the power is gonna be critical here, and that should be about it. I would aim for trying to be at least one of the big teams ahead of us. If I could beat one of the Ferraris or one of the Mercedes, that would be a solid result for the day. And we need a good start to get us that solid result. Long lights. Launched very well though. Keeping pace with the big boys here. No contact, no challengers. This was really good. This is encouraging. Right up in the draft there. Not quite. Even using all the curb, although Bottas was slow into there and then kind of blocked me down to the inside. I felt like a pretty good move though. I felt like I was making the right calls. Just didn't quite have the room to get it done. Gotta be a little careful through there. Had a moment in qualifying in that chicane. Gasly behind us in the racing point. This is a really good draft. I will probably get around Bottas here. Come on, Ferrari engine. Show me what you got. Bottas hopped the inside curve real hard, and we got it. That's how you have to get those moves done in turn one. It ain't easy, it ain't pretty, but that's how it's done. I didn't even end up having to use any of my Mode 3 fuel, but I'll probably use it down the backstretch here. Try and pull away before DRS starts to become an issue. Oh, I moved brake bias instead. Yeah, there we go. So taking it a little careful through there. About out of power. Such a power track that you'll burn through that energy real fast.
Entering lap 3 now. DRS has been enabled.
That certainly makes this place more interesting. All right, let's go down to standard mode. Hamilton and Vettel very, very close together. Leclerc's kind of dropped back a bit. I think Bottas is a little bit under fire right now, so that's going to be interesting. Might give us a bit of breathing room. See if we can catch Leclerc. It's a fine line I'm walking with that curb. If you get the tire to the left side of the sausage, then you're fine. But if you hit that sausage, you're done. Versus the safe thing to do would be to get completely to the right side of the sausage. But it's not as fast to do that. Hey man, we're in Italy. We gotta talk about sausage, right? I haven't had an Italian sausage in a while. Suddenly I'm hungry. It's so big though. You know what I mean. Italian sausage. So much food. Can't eat all that. Change of leader. Hamilton gets around, upsetting Italian fans everywhere. Currently, the Italian fans would have a lot to cheer for, though, with Italian-powered cars. 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice job, Rackett. Man, what happened to Bottas? He got screwed. Still a little skatey through there. I don't know what I can do differently to get the car to behave a bit more around that turn. Try not to push too hard, but I would love to get DRS from Leclerc. Sometimes I'm reminded that I'm not the brightest person in the world, and it just happened as I was looking up and seeing, man, this is only a 20-lap race and we're already on lap 4? Only to realize that that is position 4 of 20, and we are on lap 4 of 27. Still a very quick race. But not quite what I was thinking. Let's go to mode 1. Try to get some energy here. These leaders racing have actually closed up me and Leclerc to them quite a bit. That could be good for us. Gotta be careful with the sausage there. We'll just upset the car real bad. Looks like Leclerc got DRS and pulled away from me pretty bad there, especially as I was harvesting energy this lap. But I've been trying to get back to a better place with that. These two fighting is perfect for Hamilton, though. I would have loved to have been part of that fight, but we just weren't quite close enough. We lost a lot of time that lap. That was much too deep into turn 1. I'm surprised I got it mowed down. It actually worked out really well. Very good delta, or very good sector 1 time. Because it managed to get slowed down just in time.
View is looking really good. You're managing it well.
And still struggle through there. Yeah, I feel like I'm losing the back of the car pretty badly. Try and use some fuel to make up some time, if possible. That is why we put it in here. Not to just carry it around pointlessly. A lot of management going on here. Gosh, I just gotta stop going to third. I still really hate the gap between third and fourth. I don't know why that is such a problem for me. Okay, I'm pulling fuel, I'm pulling energy down the straightaways. A lot of car management going on here. Now, one of the two up in front of us is going to have to pit a lap later. That may work in our favor. Depending how much these softs have given up. Those three have gotten pretty clumped together right now. Which may also work in our favor. Like Leclerc going for it. This is the race Ferrari wanted to have here in real life. It just didn't quite play out that way. About 3 wide and a parabolica there. That's cool. Third gear again. Honestly, I was playing spectator there. It was just fun to watch. Man, to be in their draft right now would be amazing. Still trying to harvest some energy, though. I've not gotten up above 30%, really. It's pretty pathetic. To do better. Alright, the battle has finally paid off for us, though. They're racing each other so hard, they let me get close enough for DRS. That will let me save battery power. I don't have anything for these cars as far as straightaway speed goes, but if I can save up battery power cruising behind them, it might let me do a big push on the lap that one of them pits. Apparently I got the thing a little on edge through there. Perhaps a little bit of rear camber would have helped. But on these fast tracks, it just seems to kill tires.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on mediums.
Okay. I don't know how the stack up is there. Is Leclerc going to be the one to have to go an extra lap? It'd be really unfortunate for him, especially since he's not the car out in front building a lead right now. These two are going to want to stay nose to tail for a little bit here. They can help it. Not let Vettel get away. There, we got up to about 60%. That's better than we have been the whole race. I'm just really nervous through there now. All right, now Hamilton's going back after Vettel. Be in this lap. There they go. He gets it done. Vettel gets him back on the exit. Quite a race. He pulled away from me there as I was in mode 1. This is one of those races where I just feel like I'm a spectator with a really good seat. Still got DRS. Are we not pitting this time? Is it next time? Must be next time.
Tyres are looking fairly worn at this point, but not optimistic about them lasting much longer.
Oh, that was the best timing ever, Jeff. Yeah, I would say they jumped the shark there or something. As I hopped on the brakes, it just, I felt like I had nothing underneath of me.
Box. We're coming in this lap.
Thing. That is a good thing. All right, gonna try and use a lot of energy and a lot of fuel to try and catch back up. It was a nice recovery, despite going off. A lot of racing isn't being perfect. It's how do you recover from mistakes. Honestly, that's a lot of life. There's a Cone Dodger life lesson. Don't worry about being perfect. Just worry about how you can recover when you screw up. Because it's going to happen.
Don't forget, box this lap.
I definitely did. At least stop the bleeding here, even though they have DRS and, you know, draft and everything. I didn't lose too much to them. Stop going to third there. Alright, who doesn't fit here yet? It's Leclerc, I think. Really gonna need an amazing outlap. Hopefully with not a lot of traffic for this to play out
Go
well
now.
for us. And it looks like we're going to be pretty good with traffic.
Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound.
Very good with traffic. I'm not super concerned about these two, although I did make up a lot of time on them.
We advise moving to mix 2. Fuel to mix 2.
Not for this lap, Jeff. Energy up. Boy, those tires had gotten bad.
Be aware, there's an incident in the next part of the track. No overtaking through the yellow flags.
And he's off course.
Caution, caution.
Gasly's out. Oh, he was doing so well.
Green flag.
They're racing up ahead of us here. And even though these tires are better, they ultimately don't have the grip that those softs had. I can't go in there and really go willy-nilly like it's qualifying mode. These two racing each other is perfect.
Kimmy is in the pits.
Kimmy in the pits. Everybody's favorite podcast. Alright, here's the difference. Didn't get us around, but it got us right to him. Great news. Even though I spun the tires a bit there. He's putting the tires a bit right there. He's probably going to be using max fuel, max energy right now. Try and close that gap back in. All we can do is hope that the draft and the DRS keeps us in that group. There's a lot of little lockups or something out of them. Boy, it's difficult. Really testing the edge there. Alright, we both have DRS now. This is a 4-car group once again. Pit strategy, for once, didn't interrupt that. Feels like Vettel kind of dropped back from Hamilton a bit here. Ooh, too much curb. I just had to straight line the wheel to keep it from bouncing too much. Looks like Vettel did get DRS. That's important. I think it's bad for us if the Ferraris lose grip of Hamilton. Really flirting with the edge grip out there. Where's ninth gear? Almost. Leclerc had to get on the brakes a lot more than normal because of what was going on ahead of him. And I just about ran him over. Just a very, very slight contact. We got away with it. A very big lockup that we get away with because Codemasters hasn't simulated lockups. Certainly not been my best race. I've not driven very well. Proud as I was of my drive in Spa, not so much here. This is the car. This car is really good for this place, I think. And a little bit of power boost couldn't have come at a better time. Hamilton trying the outside, but he gets the inside here. Then he'll try to stick next to him. Oh, they're getting physical. Jeez. Their physicalness is affecting me. That's some pretty hands-up driving. You can see by the Delta how messed up we all were right there. Pushing just so far beyond the edge there. Thankfully, those two went side by side. That might keep our DRS. It did. I think that brings us back to Jeez, the battles. This has been crazy to watch and be part of on occasion. If it wasn't for them racing, I would be nowhere near them. They're half a second a lap quicker than me. Easy. But because they keep racing each other and doing things like that, it keeps me as part of the battle. Or at least a spectator of it. Luckily, there's a huge gap behind us, so it's not hurting us that that's happening. Wow! There's a yellow! What the? Oh, it was Leclerc, he just blew up. Oh my.
Okay, clear.
Warning collision, he blew up. Oh man, that just screwed me. Well, unless these two battle it out to the death, that's probably my race. Which they are still battling it out to the death, to be honest. I thought the yellow meant that they were all checking up so they weren't passing each other. I didn't realize the yellow was because one of them was blowing up. That was news to me. No DRS there. This is really the first lap all race I've had downforce on the car, it feels like. Well, he almost made it to the fence. Or maybe he did. No DRS there. They're going at it again. See what happens when they do that. This virtual race is the race that Formula One fans have been wanting to happen for a decade now. Just a race-long epic battle between Vettel and Hamilton. Plus some other cars thrown in there, that would just be... That would be a tale to tell. FOM would have so many great shots of the crowd cheering every time there was a pass. And be beside themselves. Wow, Hamilton not within DRS here. Surprising. What if he has a problem? Or he just ran his car out of energy. Vettel was kind of saving. He really laid down a lap. I'm driving my car at 185%, trying to hang with these guys. Is he gonna try and make the move to the inside here? Kind of shut that door. I could have not and used his DRS instead, but a little bit of a toe, but not enough for it to matter. Well, that really closed the gap to Vettel. It's a little surprising. I guess it was just the two of us kind of working together for a lap. Boy, the Italian fans are gonna hate me. I'm the one that let Hamilton take the fight back to Vettel. They're both in DRS again. I'm a traitor. I didn't mean to. It just happened. I don't know what happened, man. This is gonna bring it right back together. The battle rages on. We got about 5 laps. I think my play is to just try to scavenge as much energy as possible, save that little bit of fuel, and hope we can do a very late race push if these two get to racing again. Kind of playing it a little cooler than they were. So it seems. I just drove it into there so much deeper than I did on the lap that I went off. I guess those tires really just got bad on me. Now it's gotten very close.
There's 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Not sure which one of those just locked up, but one of them did. I'd like to do something. I don't feel like I can win. I just, the only way I keep up with them is with tow and DRS. But if I could do something.
Okay, we're definitely seeing some signs of abrasion on your tyres now. They should still be good to run on, but they won't be at their best.
Wow, that's a little early. If I could do something to get Vettel to win, I would feel accomplished. I don't know that there's much I'm going to be able to do, though. I really just need to be between the two of them, I guess. Come on, Vettel. Yeah. Nice. He's kind of unintentionally helping us out there. I think what I want to do is say that I'm going to the outside, but then let him have the apex. Not let Hamilton have the apex. That worked out well. That went according to plan. I'm worried about these tires jumping off like they did the first run very suddenly. Now, at some point, I will have to pass him. That was not the point, apparently. Because he just sailed it into there. Probably be here. And then he'll get DRS. Get back around us. I'm worried about what Hamilton's about to do. Oh no, Vettel! Vettel was too honorable.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
I wasn't intending to hit him there, it just hopped out on me. No harm, no foul so far. Alright. That wasn't good for either of us. No attacks, no attacks. Alright, you still got DRS, we're good. Yeah, I guess Hamilton hopped out on Vettel before Vettel could hop out on me. He's going for it already. Wheel to wheel. Oh, that got tight. I feel like that's a mistake on Vettel's part, though, 'cause now, yeah, DRS. What a race. Whoa! Hey, put it to him there. Alright, can we maintain second until the end of next lap? That would be a big factor. The only chance we have of winning is if we get an amazing draft down this straightaway and pass them through Parabolica. But that requires maintaining second until we get back to here. If I get in front of him before that, we're done. And if Hamilton gets in front of me at all, we're done. I'm going to try the same move, going to the outside of him. But then letting him have the apex. He hopped the curb a bit, not too much.
There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining.
Thanks for the reminder.
We pretty much burned off our excess fuel. We back on target soon.
Can
Don't
it,
wait too
Jeff?
long to turn the engine down.
Rough exit there. We do have the tow, and we have DRS, and we have fuel. I can't imagine Hamilton would be able to pull up next to us, but he did. How did he do it? How much power does he have to be able to do that? Let's just run it down. I think we were just the wingman today. Vettel wins it, but P2 for us.
Brilliant job, mate. That's a fantastic podium. Super driving, really strong pace. Very happy.
You're welcome, Ferrari. You are welcome.
Well, what a drive that was to take the win for Ferrari today. And here we are, a team that is no stranger to the podium, taking their place on top once again. A sublime race today,
That
and
it was.
a stunning win for Ferrari.
That was definitely one of the most intense sprint races I've ever had. Oh man.
Let's see what effect this result has had on the drivers' standings. Sebastian Vettel will be very happy with that result as he extends his
Wow.
championship lead. So, Anthony Davidson, who would you rank as your driver of the day?
Well, often my go-to would be a driver who's managed to pull off an impressive feat during the race. However, in this instance, I was more impressed by Nico Hülkenberg's clean driving throughout the event.
Let's move
What?
on to the constructors. It was a tough race
Okay.
for our championship leaders who lose ground at the top of the table. I'm equal parts exhausted and elated with this weekend of
Interesting.
Formula One. Be sure to join us for the next one.
Not a lot for us to do at this point, but we'll see how that goes. But in the championship, there's not a lot I can do there either. I just hold off Perez, I suppose. Very interesting one here with Ferrari ahead of Mercedes, but Leclerc kind of struggling. Very much so the opposite of real F1 this year. It's a pretty interesting championship. And that was quite an interesting race. Let's see the highlights, if there is any to show us. Why does the left side of the grid look blurry? Who's got Vaseline on the lens? I don't really remember what happens at the start here. Where did Kimi end up? I didn't even notice. It was looking like we had the potential to move up together, but I think he got held up with whatever happened to Bottas. Bottas seemed to lose a lot of pace after I passed him right there. Off the sausage. Sausage. Well, I made it through the race and I didn't hurt my finger anymore, so that's good. Even with a couple of very close calls and some laps that I was giving all plus some to. After that pit stop, it was pretty much just a fight for the entire rest of the race. Look at that group. Oh, this is when Leclerc blows up, right? Oh, whoa. How did I not hit him? Oh man, that was insane. I'm glad they chose to show that rather than me going through the gravel. Is this the last lap? No, this is, I guess, that was going to be an attempted pass. Oh, this is me probably. Yep. Yep, giving Hamilton a little nudge. Oh, I gave Vettel a little nudge too. I didn't even realize it. I am the nudge man. I don't think Vettel can be too upset though, because I really did help him get that win, I believe. Well played. Cool. P7. So same as qualifying for Kimi. Ba-dong. Is there an interview? There should be. Yep.
Good day today. Let's have your take on it. Did you struggle to get through all that traffic today?
I don't know. There really was a lot of struggle there.
You really looked in control of your car out there. Your team must be thrilled.
Honestly, I wasn't. Let's see. Great team.
It was more like Dodgems than Formula One today, wasn't it?
Oh, I don't have the Sportsman 1 ship unlocked. Sportsman 1 ship. Yep, those were the
Great.
words I wanted.
Well, that's everything.
Great. Good deal. Well, now we get to go from the highs of highs between Spa and Monza, and then for real, it's gonna be time for Singapore. Got a lot of resource points to use. We got some decisions to make as we move forward.
Just wanted to say congrats on the podium. It's thoroughly deserved. We were sweating those last few laps on the pit wall, but you brought it home.
That's fair. I was sweating those last few laps as well. Honestly, I was sweating through most of those laps. Thank you as always for watching. Thank you all for supporting me and the series. And I will see you next time.